The interpretation of that African proverb is that the world is big enough to accommodate everyone. Anyone who tends to deny others from existing should also be denied existence.
Hello! Welcome once again to another episode of African Proverbs and Interpretations on Africa, oh Africa, our unique space where we champion the cause of restoring and repositioning African originality and beauty through entertainment and education. My name is Miss Dudu. In our last episode, we brought you interesting African proverbs and their interpretations. And today, we will be dealing with more exciting and thought-provoking proverbs and their interpretations. I have with me in the studio Mr. Akebolon, aka Africa, who will be doing justice to our proverbs today. Mr. Akebolon, you're welcome once again to the program.
Thank you for having me, and also thank you very much for the good works you have been doing.
You're most welcome. So how is Africa today?
Well, we are doing great. At least Africans are beginning to realize themselves. In the nearest future, I really believe that we will take our rightful place across the globe as the mother of mankind that we are.
Wow, that's good to hear. Now, let's get to the business of the day. An old woman does not get old in the music she is crafted at.
The meaning of that proverb is, no matter how old a talented person is, he always delivers when called upon. In a nutshell, it means that talent does not get old.
What is the interpretation of the sound of bitter kola in the mouth is not its taste?
It means the story is always different from the practice. For instance, when one is pitching a business idea to you, they normally hide the bad sides. You will only encounter them when you start the business yourself.
Awesome. Mr. Akebolon, thank you for that clear interpretation. Next is, when dry bones are mentioned in a conversation, the old woman becomes uncomfortable.
The interpretation of that proverb is that an offender does not feel comfortable when the crime he committed or has intentions of committing is being discussed.
Indeed. When dry bones are mentioned in a conversation, the old woman feels very uncomfortable. That was a brilliant answer, Mr. Akebolon, I must admit. Thank you very much. And finally for today, Mr. Akebolon, what's the interpretation of this proverb? Let the eagle perch, let the kite perch. Anyone that said the other should not perch, let its wings break.
That proverb tells us that the world is big enough to accommodate everyone. Anyone who tends to deny others from existing should also be denied existence.
Wow! Indeed, anyone who denies others from existing should also be denied existence. With that interpretation, we have come to the end of today's episode on African Proverbs and Interpretations on Africa, oh Africa. Mr. Akebolon, thank you once again for coming to the program.
The pleasure is always mine, Miss Dudu.
And for me, it's bye for now. But please, don't forget to tell us your own interpretations of these proverbs in the comment section.